Well, it's definitely a mop. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Pleasantly scorching hot. Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot. Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree.
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Okay, thanks. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like...
Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great...
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the... Remind me never to eat here again. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your... Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop. Stay away from that picture.
Looks like a mugshot. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are... It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
It's a cookbook. It has 4... Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last. You never even...
I totally forgot.
Of course you did.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back, you never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that?
Nice.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro! If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I'd see you wear a peg leg despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
It's locked. There's some very tiny writing on it. The display case is locked. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. There's some very... Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's
That's a nice oar.
the one with the coffin. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady. It was used by a certain well-known...
The water damage is actually from... I'm just trying to help.
Thanks.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the... Supposedly he used...
Tell me again about the coffin.
It was used...
I used to love these when I think they're illegal now. Museum of Pirate... Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So the assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a... I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned... There was a time when every mooring would be... This used to be such a bright, cheery... It's sad to see the ship. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's a dried-up old sea sponge. There was a time when... It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
What more can you tell me about the Golden Keys?
Not much.
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Bye. Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating.
Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no...
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yo-ho.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week.
I
don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition?
Let's pretend.
I completed the
Trials?
It's how they used to make their... Well, I was a director of combat operations.
I'm a founding member and co-director.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of... I served with Bellamy T... Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. Well, it's...
Stay away from my mom.
Re-elect Governor Car... Hi again. Oh, those new putty laughed at me. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just...
Hey, kid! Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straits.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
150...
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115.
See you later.
Yep.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get
The note says, forced to... Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Hi there.
Hiya. Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn. It's locked. What you working on?
Crossword puzzle. What's a 6-letter word for pirate?
Pirate. The display case is locked. This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells. It doesn't fit.
What? Is something wrong?
Well, I was just wiping a smudge off the glass.
Oh, all right.
Eye patch worn by Captain... That is a really big parrot. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of... It belonged to Captain John... Supposedly. I tried it on...
If one monocle is good, two is better. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
welcome back.
Hi. again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This'll be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. I like things.
There's some very tiny...
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was found in the melee.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring. I had an arm also I could get... Not my...
That's a pretty wild
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are.
Substantial.
Eyewitnesses are notorious.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not.
It's locked. There's tiny writing. New serial numberless lock. How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah. It's the actual note left by the
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. Not that she needed...
Wow, man, you're really into this.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but...
That's what's so great about this museum.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say...
Fine. Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower. Stolen during... I traded some old...
Has anyone thought about putting...
Nah.
I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
Barbie LaFleur catered that event. I own her cookbook, but I don't know any of the recipes.
Do you know where I can find Barbie LaFleur?
Middle of the Atlantic Ocean? She's halfway back to France by now.
Remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but I need more than that.
Can I pay you for the book I lost?
I don't need your money.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Gotta get...
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many...
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. Tell me again about the coffin?
It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
Tell me again about the hook.
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Mum would be proud. Crisp creases.
Tell me again about the...
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
It's locked. It's locked.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Left first, then right. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
It's hopeless. I've got enough to last me.
Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Crisp creases.
It's hopeless. This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
Tell me again about the gear.
It's from the Melee Clock Tower.
Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him.
Tell me again about the hook.
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate Meat Hook.
It's locked. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly... The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesday. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. Hey.
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be...
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. How clever. Hey, watch it! Pleasantly scorching hot. How's it going with that nightmare customer?
My stomach.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do?
Can I ask you again about...
Sure.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I did.
Okay, thanks. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carlo the... The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important. The curtains are for sale too? Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, it's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. Looks like it's not very practical. It says everything must go. Do you do gift wrap?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. Pointy.
It is a non-magical, ceremonial...
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring your...
Oh.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-pay... Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread. Product is sharp, and at all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the manufacturer accepts no...
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it...
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe...
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive.
What's cooking?
The feast of...
Here.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
That is complete nonsense. And yet, I am going to forgive you for losing my book. I can't even explain why. You'd better not be up to something.
Just don't lose the frog, okay?
No, I'll keep it with me always.
Can I borrow this book?
All right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely... How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
Nice.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
How's it going with that?
Nice.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants?
At the governor's mansion.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is. Just bring me what the governor.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Pleasantly scorching hot.
Stay away from my mom.
It's hopeless. Thanks.
Thanks for returning my book. Maybe you have learned to be responsible. Next time you can just put it in the bookshelf yourself.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Fine, fine.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
you can find a golden key.
It seems to be stuck closed. That never ends well for the knife. Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make...
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to...
Bye. Nice hat pin.
Beat it, creep.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent. He'll never complain again. Brilliant innovation.
Hey, Wally. I found this sliver of wood. Can you use this to make the map to the mop tree?
Looks legit. I'll see what I can do. Here it is.
Thanks, Wally. like there's a welcoming committee. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Melee Island mop handle tree. Mind your mama, little prick the kids. Hey, little dear. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I'll take a shortcut back. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Seems like a lot, but okay. Ingredients indeed.
Busy?
Yup.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFleur.
3 teaspoons in a tablespoon.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Do I really have to salt it so often?
I should put the mop away first.
Coming along nicely. 16 cups in a gallon.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Keep your hands off my mop.
Yo ho!
I made him up.
Yarr!
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
It's good for relieving stress.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
But it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Hey,
What is it?
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guy. Sorry.
quartermaster will never see me behind this crate. Classic and subtle. Like me.
Threepwood, are you trying to fool me by wearing an eye patch? That is the worst disguise I've ever seen.
No, of course not. Just having a little eye trouble. Blepharospasm.
Oh, try some cashews. You might be short on magnesium. Or wits.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic. And I must have forgotten. I better take off this eye patch first. Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away. One moment. Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
John Laney was especially known for impersonating monsters of various types.
You failed to mention that earlier.
It's not a strong part of the sales pitch.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail. Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick, tangle a boat line. Smells like seagull droppings. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew?
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Threepwood's on the Chuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.